Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the game where we are always aiming for the lowest score. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
My name is Tony, this is my wife Deborah, and we come from Petersfield in Hampshire.
Couple number two.
I'm Steph, this is my husband Tony, and we're from Clitheroe in Lancashire.
Couple number three.
Hi, my name's Anne Wen, and this is my husband Richard, and we're from Penrhyn Deudraeth in North Wales.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, my name's Amir. This is my friend Sylvester, and we're from South London.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much indeed, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you all here. There's just one more person left for me to introduce. A famous Welshman here to make sure things don't drag on. Drag on. Probably the worst gag I've ever made. It is my Pointless friend. It is Gethin Jones.
I feel like you've been building up to that one.
Building down, I think. Yes.
The Welsh Dragon's here. I'm very pleased to be here as well.
And marvellous it is to have you here. I was just asking you off camera before whether or not you'd done any male voice choiring.
Well, it's because just before you come on here, I don't know if people know this, you have a little bit of a sing-song. We hear that bass baritone voice that you have to...
I know.
To warm up the voice, is that what
Do you know, weirdly, it's just when I'm about to do so, I just do vocal warm-ups from when I used to sing.
Yeah.
So, and they're quite weird.
No,
like that. I wander around going, oh, ah, oh.
It's lovely.
Yes.
I'm not quite in your range, but I do enjoy a sing-song.
You're a tenor, I'm guessing, aren't you?
You're brought up with it in Wales, aren't you?
Well, of course you are.
Yeah,
of
the tenor
course
can't quite hit the high notes anymore.
That's a shame. That's a shame. You're hitting all the high notes on Pointless. Let me tell you that, Gethin.
That's as bad as the dragon joke.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, Georgia and Jack got through to the final last time, and like everybody going through to the finals now, they won the jackpot. So today's jackpot starts off back. That was just undisguised... Oh. I mean, sometimes people pretend at least to feel some sort of warmth towards the previous winners. Anyway, yeah, I'm with you. So today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Do remember, it's always the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated, so keep your scores as low as you dare. Best of luck to everybody. Our first category today is travel on TV. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And the question concerns celebrities who have presented travel shows. Gethin.
We are going to show you a board of 16 famous people who have travelled around the UK or overseas making television documentaries. We've given you their initials too. We are after the names of these people.
Thank you very much indeed. So, yes, we are going to show you an image. We're not going to be changing it halfway through. Those 16 faces will remain for the whole round. So, good luck, Tony W., who's going to be going last. I hope there's someone up there you can still recognise by the time we get to the end. And, yes, you merely have to name the one you think is the most obscure. Here are those 16 faces. We have MP, JB, RA, ST, AR, ZE, PK, AH, BF, JM, SF, SC, JL, AA, MO, and AW. What a lovely bunch. Look at that. OK. Deb, welcome back to Pointless.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you with us again.
Thank you.
Tell us more about yourself, Deb.
A couple of years ago, I decided I should get fitter.
Yes.
Yes, no, just get fit, I think I'll put it that way. So I joined an over 50s boot camp thing. It sounds worse than it was, but it was pretty hard going, and I broke my leg. There was an activity where, although it was for over 50s, most people were significantly younger than me, and the chaps were much stronger, and I just got bowled into, and I went flying and broke my femur.
You broke your femur? But that's quite serious, isn't it?
Yes.
And have you been back? No.
No.
OK, now, Deb, what about all these travel presenters?
Yes.
Gosh, an awful lot of them, aren't there?
There's one I was looking for, isn't there? But I'm going to go for Alan Wicker.
The brilliant, the original Alan Wicker. Let's see how many of our
old.
100 said Alan Wicker. Alan Wicker, absolutely right. And down it goes to 19. It's a great start to the show. 19.
Wicker's World. It was on for a while, from 1959. And before his travelling adventures, he, of course, was a war correspondent, was Alan Wicker.
It's why he was so, I mean, he was so terribly debonair, Alan Wicker. There was something about him that was just terribly appealing. Very easy
stylish,
to watch.
yeah.
Stylish, yes, thank you very much indeed. Steph,
Hi.
welcome back to Pointless. I
Thank
have a
you.
horrible feeling this is your last show.
It is, but they say third time's a
Steph.
charm. So
They do. Well,
let's hope it is.
Let's make it a charm, Steph. Start the charm off by telling us a bit more about yourself, Steph.
Well, as I've been getting older, I've been a bit more fearful of things. So a couple of years ago, I decided, right, OK, I'm going to face them head on. So one of my things is heights. So I
Yes.
decided to do the zip wire in Wales, which I think is the quickest in the world and the longest in Europe, and face my fear, and I did it.
Did you just have to look up or close your eyes?
I closed my eyes at the beginning, and then as soon
Yeah.
as I got like a couple of seconds in, I opened them, and I really enjoyed it.
And you're just going again, again.
Yeah, and then I did the one in Vegas after that, so I faced my fears, and
You've now become friends with your fears.
yes, trying my best.
Seemingly. So now, Steph, who are you going to go for on our board?
This isn't the best board for me, if I'm being honest, but I'm going to go for Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, says Steph. Should we see how many of our 100 said Zac Efron? Zac Efron is right. Well, 19 is the only score we have at the moment, and Zac Efron scores you 43.
Trying to work out why you went for Zac Efron there, Steph. I can't imagine for 1 second why you went for that Hollywood movie star. He had a travel show called Down to Earth with Zac Efron, looking at sustainable ways of living around the world. I think he films it with his brother.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Anwen, welcome to Pointless. It's great to have you here from North Wales.
Nice to meet you,
Lovely.
Alexander. Nice to be here.
Well, tell us all about yourself, Anwen.
In 2016, I stood for Parliament. I didn't win, but I did have a go.
You had a go.
I
and
did.
How was the experience?
It was brilliant, yes.
Good. I mean, so how long before polling day did you announce that you were going to stand?
About 4 months.
And all of that time you were just going around handing
Well,
out
I
leaflets, knocking on doors?
carried on working full time, so I had to do it
Blimey,
in
got
between.
it.
But yeah, it was
In
good.
the gaps. Did you have loudspeakers on the top of a van?
No, couldn't afford them.
That's why you didn't get in, Anwen. Otherwise, you'd be one of our celebrities up here. Now, Anwen, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Penelope Keith.
Penelope Keith. There we are. Let's see how many of our 100 said Penelope Keith. Brilliant, Penelope Keith. Well, 43 is our high score, and you passed it. 19 is our low, and there you are on 20, just nestling in above.
Penelope Keith's coastal villages. She even visited the place in Wales which has the longest name for a town.
Yes, don't look at me. I know it ends goch, goch, goch.
And it starts with Llanfair Pwll Gwyngyll, go gerwch yn drobo, Llantysilio.
Goch, goch, goch.
What a team.
There we are. Look at that. Thank you very much. You line them up. I will kick them roughly between the posts. Now, Amir, welcome back to Pointless. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us more about yours. I like your mint shirt.
Oh,
Amir.
cheers.
No, it's very good. A bit stringent.
Well, yeah, my dress sense isn't the greatest, but
I beg to
Sylvester
differ.
and I actually met at university playing ultimate frisbee.
Really?
We still play on the same club team to this day. So.
I would imagine Sylvester, I'm sure you're both very useful, but Sylvester, with that extraordinary height, must be a huge advantage, surely.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Sometimes it's just see the big man there, throw him the
Right,
disc.
That's it. Yeah, Sylvester's got it. They've won. It's very exciting. I love playing frisbee. I've never played it as a sort of formal game, but I like throwing things. Amir, what are you going to go for?
To be honest, I don't think this is our topic.
Oh, no,
I don't
Amir.
think either of us watch television that much. So
Are any of these faces looking familiar to you?
I've got the big ones, but it's just figuring out
Okay.
what's the
Which
best
is the least
answer.
big, I wonder.
Yeah, maybe Susan Coleman.
Susan Coleman, or Kalman, you can pronounce it however you like, but Coleman, let's see how many of our 100 said that. Well, for someone who protested that much, that's a remarkably low score, Amir, and in fact the lowest score of the past.
Yeah. It's interesting with Susan. She changed from a career in law to comedy, and she's presented all kinds of different travel shows, cruises around the Caribbean to Secret Scotland and lots more.
Wonderful. Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. We are halfway through the round. Shall we have a quick recap of those scores? 14, Amir. Superb, you see? There we are. We travel from there to 19, which is where we find Deb and Tony W. From there to 20, very close by, Anwen and Richard. And then from there up to Steph and Tony O. And you're on 43. I mean, you're not way ahead, but yes, Tony, Let's hope you've got a nice, low-scoring Susan Carlman-like answer to sort things out for you at the other end of this pass. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? There we are, Sylvester. Welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you here for your second show. Tell us a bit more about yourself, Sylvester.
Yeah, I'm a big movie buff. I used to work at a cinema when I first left uni, and sort of stuck with me.
I mean, that's just the dream job, isn't it? So you've got to see everything several times, presumably.
Pretty much as soon as it came out, I was there.
That's just great. And so how long did you work at the cinema?
I worked at the cinema for 3 years, so I got to learn a lot about the movie business because everyone there was like aspiring actors. And I actually had a little cameo in someone's short film once.
Superb. Good for you, Sylvester. Now, 14 is your score. 28 or less gets you into the next round. Who are you going to go for?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Richard Ayoade.
OK, Richard Ayoade. Let's see how many of our 100 said Richard Ayoade. Here is your red line. Do we get you below that with Richard? Yes, we do. It's another great score. 9, taking your total up to 23.
Travel Man, 48 hours in. It's when Richard spent 48 hours in Vienna with Chris O'Dowd. Bit of a disaster on that one. Chris dropped and broke a snow globe in a museum.
Was it a very valuable snow globe?
I can't confirm or deny.
I don't, well, but it was in a museum.
It's got a mention on here, so I presume it was like, you know, one to remember.
Yeah, interesting. Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. Now then, Richard, welcome. Terrific to have you here, Richard. Tell us all about yourself.
I work at an outdoor education centre near where we live in North Wales.
And so outdoor education, as in, is this sort of like a survival? Is it like backwoods skills?
We do a little bit of that, bit of bushcraft, as they call it.
Yeah, bushcraft, that's the word.
But it's more climbing, canoeing, mountaineering.
Very nice.
Going down in the mines and things like that.
Very. Are you sort of in or near Snowdonia?
I can look out of our bedroom window and see it.
Beautiful.
Snowdon, lovely. Or River,
so
as it's locally known.
Well, indeed. Richard, you're on 20. 22 or less gets you into the next round. Whom are you going to go for?
Few on there. I think I'm going to go for Joanna Lumley.
You're going to go for Joanna Lumley. You get a red line, Richard, and it comes in here. Where do we end up with Joanna Lumley? $47. Takes your total up to 67, Richard.
Yeah, quite popular. She's in loads of travel shows, hasn't she? For one documentary, she spent 9 days on her own on an island off Madagascar, and she famously made a pair of shoes out of a bra.
You see, that's why everybody loves Joanna Lumley. Somebody who has the wit to do that. Extraordinary. Improvisational skills. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Tonio, good to have you back for your third show. Will you tell us a little bit more about yourself, Tony?
Yeah, when I was young, I played a bit of sport. So when I was a schoolboy, I played rugby union, made the county team, so that was good, yeah.
So where did you play?
I played full-back.
Full-back?
Yes.
Good for you. And up to what age did you play?
Till 16.
16?
Yeah.
And then...
I went to play football then.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah. Good for you. And do you still play football?
I still play five-a-side occasionally, yeah. So I played until I was about 31, 32, broke my leg, retired, but then played rugby again in my 40s.
There we are. Well, Deb, there's a thought. Rugby. That's the game for you.
Yeah, I'm fully retired now.
There we go. Now, Tony, what are you going to go for? You're on 43. 23 or less gets you into the next round.
I know a few. It's just a choice who I think's the lowest. I'm going to go for Ainsley Harriott.
Ainsley Harriott. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said Ainsley Harriott? You get a red line. It comes in here. Ainsley Harriott. $34 for Ainsley Harriott, taking your total up to 77.
Yeah, he did a little trip to Malta and also teamed up with fellow foodie Grace Dent on a tour of Britain's seasides.
Very nice indeed. Thank you very much. Gethin. Now then, Tony W. Yet another fantastic shirt from the wardrobe of Tony W. Tell us more about yourself, Tony.
As I said, I'm retired, but in the early years of my retirement, my granddaughter, preschool, I looked after while the parents were at work, and there were 2 programmes which she loved, which I had to sit through for many episodes.
Oh, I can see where this is going. Yes, yes. And, what were they?
I will say it's a toss-up between Hey Doggy and Peppa Pig.
Ah, right.
So, as far as I'm concerned, it's Hey Doggy.
Yeah, there's no escape, I'm afraid, on either of those. Yes, sorry, but thank you very much. Yes, hey, Dougie. Now, Tony, you're on 19. 57 or less gets you into the next round. Do you feel like talking us through the board?
Michael Palin, Sandy Tosvig, Ben Fogle, Jane McDonald, Stephen Fry, and that's it.
Of those?
Ben Fogle.
Ben Fogle, says Tony. Here comes your red line. Ben Fogle, let's see how many of our 100 said it. Is right. You've done it. And Ben Fogle goes down to 29. Absolutely superb. Very well done. Takes your total up to 48. Gets you into round 2.
What has Ben not done around the world would be a better question, maybe.
Yes.
Tony W, you got a few, didn't you? You got Michael Palin there. Michael Palin was 41. Julia Bradbury would have scored you 5. Sandy Toksvig would have scored 19.
Lovely Anita Rani.
Pointless co-host of yours, of course. Anita Rani would have got 6, a good score. You know the rest, don't you?
Jane McDonald, yes.
Yeah, would have scored 31.
Stephen Fry, be a big score.
Tony W got that, 51.
Adi Adepitan, friend of the show.
Yes, 4 for Addy. And finally, Makita Oliver would have also scored 4.
Daughter of one of my favourite Pointless co-hosts, Andy. So there we are.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. Well, that gets us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. Oh, Tonio and Steph. This is where we say goodbye. It's been lovely having you on the show.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, it's far too soon for you to be leaving.
I know.
I'm
We've had a
sorry.
great time, though. Thank you.
Well, thank you, so have we. Thank you for coming to play. Tony and Steph.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Very well done, everybody. That was terrifically exciting. Sylvester, our lowest individual scorer, well done to you. And Amir, after all that guff about, I don't know anything about this, you were our lowest combined scorers. It was all fantastic. Well done, everybody. Our category for round 2 today is scientific words. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns H's in science. Gethin.
All about the words in the science. We're going to show you 12 clues to things associated with science, all of which begin with the letter H. We've also given you the number of letters in each word. Good luck trying to find the answers.
OK, scientific things beginning with H. Here's our first board of 6 clues, and we have the maintenance of a constant internal environment in the body. 11. The offspring of a cross between 2 different species, such as a lion and a tiger. 6. SI unit of frequency, abbreviated to HZ. 5. A proposed explanation made as a starting point for further investigation. 10. A substance secreted by a gland to control the activity of an organ or tissue. 7. And colourless gas that is the lightest and most abundant element in the universe. 8. There we are. Deb, what do we think about this board of H's?
I think I'm going to go for hydrogen at the bottom.
You are going to go for hydrogen, the colourless gas. Shall we see if hydrogen is right? Shall we see how many of our 100 said it? Hydrogen, absolutely right. It's a good answer, Deb. Down he goes, 33. Good.
I sound like a science teacher now when I say, on Earth, hydrogen is found in the greatest quantities as part of water. It is present as a gas in our atmosphere only in tiny amounts. Mr. Jones, off duty.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. Anwen, what are we thinking?
I'm going to go with the offspring of a cross between 2 different species and go with hybrid.
Hybrid, says Anwen. Shall we see how many of our 100 said hybrid? Hybrid is exactly right. 33 is the only score we have at the moment. And you're on 32. Look at that.
A liger is the offspring of a male lion and a female tiger. A tigon is the offspring, you've guessed it, of a male tiger and a female lion.
I did not know that there was a difference. I didn't know that that was how it was organised.
It's thought that probably all male ligers and tigons are sterile, but it's thought females of each may be able to produce offspring.
Wow. So then what do you call the... let's not even go into
No,
that,
come on,
but
let's go there.
Well, a ligonon.
Tiger, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have gone there.
Tigera.
A tigerer.
Hang on. No, hang on. A ligerer.
No, you're lioning.
All right. Anyway, listen. Yes. Thank you very much. Now, Amir, you're the last person to have this board of H's. Would you like to whisk through them?
So I know two for sure. SI unit, Hertz, and the one below that, hypothesis. I think the maintenance of constant internal environment. I think when something withers, it's called atrophy. So I'm wondering if the maintenance is hypertrophy, but I don't think I want to take a risk. So I'll go for hypothesis.
Hypothesis, says Amir. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Well, it's right, Amir. 33 is our high score, 32 is our low score, and you whiz past both of those 26 for hypothesis. Very well done indeed.
Yeah. Examples of famous hypotheses include Copernicus, who proposed that the Earth revolves around the sun, which it does, and that the sun was at the centre of the universe, which it isn't. 1 out of 2 is not bad, though, is it? You take that?
Yeah,
When it comes to science, 50%, better than I got.
So, Hertz, we have.
Hertz would have been absolutely right and would have scored 39.
Was hypertrophy right?
No.
No.
It is homeostasis.
Oh, that's very good.
That would have scored 8. And then
That
finally,
was hormone. That I do know.
hormone would have got you 23.
Thank you very much, Gethin. That brings us to the halfway mark in this second round, and I can tell you 26, Amir, is the best score of the pass. So well done. We travel from there to 32, where we find Anwen and Richard, and just up 1 click from there, where we find Deb and Tony. But I'm going to drop the W. It's just Tony. I think we know each other well enough. So yes, you happen to be ahead, but a really good answer from you will solidify your place in the head-to-head. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more clues to words beginning with H related to science on the board, and here they are. The protein in red blood cells that transports oxygen in the bloodstream. 11. The amount of water vapour in the air. 8. Region of the brain that is responsible for regulating body temperature and water balance. 12. A plant or animal on which a parasite lives and feeds. 4. Surname of the English physicist Robert, who discovered the law of elasticity, which was named after him. 5. And renewable form of energy generated from the motion of water, often involving dams and turbines. 16. There we are, Sylvester. There you are on 26, which means at this early stage, were you to score 6 or less, you'd be straight into the head-to-head. Talk about solidifying your place.
Yeah, so Amir's done such a good job. I'm just going to go for hemoglobin, the protein in the red blood cells that transports oxygen.
OK, hemoglobin, says Sylvester. You get a red line. As I say, it's low. Let's see where we end up in relation to that with hemoglobin. It's right. 44, taking your total up to a lovely round 70.
Bit of extra info. Hemoglobin contains iron. When it bonds with oxygen, it's bright red and it's called oxyhemoglobin.
Terrific. Thank you for the extra information. There we are. Richard, you're on 32. 37 or less gets you through.
I think you only actually can have a good punt at one region of the brain, and that's the hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus, says Richard. You get a red line. It comes in here. Let's see where hypothalamus gets us. Very well done, Richard. This is a great score. Down it goes to 12. Terrific work. 44, your total.
It's about the size of an almond. Maybe, I don't know if this is happening with you right now, Richard. When you get too hot, it sends signals to the sweat glands to make you sweat. When you get too cold, it sends nerve impulses to the muscles to make you shiver, to warm you up.
It's brilliant. Thank you very much, Gethin. And now, Tony, we come to you on 33. 36 or less gets you into the head-to-head. Do you feel like talking us through the board?
No, not at all. I'm going to go for the surname of the physicist, Robert Holm, H-O-L-M-E.
Holm, Robert Holm. Here is your red line. Let's put Holm to the test. Bad luck, Tony. I'm sorry, I'm afraid. Yes, it was a punt. I'm afraid an incorrect one scores you 100 points. Takes your total up to 133.
Yeah, the answer you were looking for there is Hooke's law. That would have scored 7. Going back up to the top there, the amount of water vapour in the air, It's humidity. That would have scored 25. A plant or animal on which a parasite lives and feeds.
Host.
Yes, that would have scored 33. And finally, down the bottom there...
Hydroelectricity.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, 21 for that.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. That brings us to the end of our second round, and it means we have to say goodbye to Tony and Deb for the second time. Next time, that will be your show. I have no doubt of that.
Onwards and upwards.
I think absolutely right, yes. Thank you so much for playing, Tony and Deb. For our two remaining players, though, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Amir and Sylvester, Richard and Anwen. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. I said it would grow, and grow it shall, because we now have a chance to put more money into that jackpot by finding a couple of pointless answers. So here goes. Just for fun, we gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many items among the crown jewels as they could, Gethin.
Yeah, so you'll see 6 options. 4 are items among the crown jewels of the United Kingdom. 2 are scoring, 2 are pointless, and 2 are not items among the crown jewels. £250 in the jackpot for each pointless answer. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our potential crown jewels. Can you spot the pointless ones from among these? We have St Edward's crown, the ampulla, the super tunica, the inauguration fork, the vorpal sword, and the sovereign's ring. There we are. Does anybody know anything at all?
Any clue, guys?
The sovereign's
fork.
ring.
The fork,
It's a bit dodgy.
Well, the ring and the crown probably score. Is there a scepter or something? Maybe
There's
that
a
has
scepter, isn't there?
That might be called the
Cooler.
ampulla.
the ampulla.
OK, Amir and Sylvester, it's up to you. What do you want to nominate?
The ampulla.
Let's go with the ampulla.
You think the ampulla might be a pointless item in the crown jewels? Let's see. Ampulla. It's part of the crown jewels. Oh! 3 people knew about the ampulla. Now, Richard and Anwen, would you like to nominate something?
I think we should go for the inauguration fork. Give it a chance.
I mean, if it's wrong, at least it's fun.
Yes.
Let's see. Is the inauguration fork part of the regalia? Let's find out. No. No, it'd be fun if it were.
I wish it had been.
I wish it had been too.
There's a spoon. There's a coronation spoon, but no fork to mention of. Unlucky. The other red herring, actually, is just below it, the vorpal sword. That's a weapon in Lewis Carroll's Jabberwocky poem.
It was, yes.
And then the other scoring answer was the top one there, St Edward's crown, used to crown the monarch at the moment of coronation. That got 8. The super tunica is a pointless answer, part of the coronation robes. The super tunica is the garment worn under the imperial mantle, made for the coronation of King George V. And the sovereign's ring, you thought it was a bit too obvious, didn't you? But it's a pointless answer, Amir. The sovereign's ring has one large sapphire with 5 rubies set on the top to represent the cross of St George.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, bad luck. We didn't find any pointless answers, but fun, though. Let's play the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to play as a pair, so you can confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to everybody. Our first question today is all about literature in limericks. Gethin.
We are going to show you 5 limericks that we have written, all describing famous novels. We'll also give you the name of each novel's author. We are looking for the titles of the novels.
Thank you very much indeed. So, can you identify the novels from these limericks? And we have A. This novel in Spanish was penned all about Sancho Panza and friend. To read it takes ages. It's hundreds of pages with a knight who has gone round the bend. Miguel de Cervantes. B. A dystopian tale like no other. The whole nation is watched by Big Brother. Winston's plans come undone, sat in room 101, where he finally rats on his lover. George Orwell. C. The lead of this tale was ecstatic, that his beauty would remain ever static. He still looked so pretty, but oh, what a pity he wasn't aging so well in the attic. Oscar Wilde. D. One night on an iconic train, Ratchet or Cassetti is slain. Marooned in the snow, Monsieur Hercule Poirot uncovers the 12 folks to blame. Agatha Christie. And E, a tale with emotional clout. It features a young girl named Scout. And to the book's credit, even Posh Spice has read it. But the sequel took years to come out. Harper Lee. These are just brilliant. And I have to say, well done to our question setters. They are always astonishing, and that's just great. Brilliant. Now, Amir and Sylvester, you get to go first. What are you going to go for?
We're going to go with E, To Kill a Mockingbird.
E, To Kill a Mockingbird. So, Richard and Anwen, you have all the rest of the board to choose from. Would you like to talk us through the other limericks?
The first one, I think, is Don Quixote. B is 1984. Can't think of C, and it's Murder on the Orient Express is D. What do you think? Don Quixote.
You're going to go for Don Quixote. So we have To Kill a Mockingbird and Don Quixote. Amir and Sylvester went for To Kill a Mockingbird for E. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? It very much is To Kill a Mockingbird. 18. Meanwhile, Richard and Anwen have gone for Don Quixote for A. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Don Quixote, absolutely right. 18 is what it has to beat. And it does. Very well done indeed. 11 for Don Quixote. Richard and Anwen, after one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, and that is actually, out of the ones you knew, that's what got you through there, actually. Well played, yes. You did get 1984. That would have scored you 25, so not enough. The other one you knew was Murder on the Orient Express, which would have scored 24, which leaves the Picture of Dorian Gray was the best score on the board with 6.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. Now, here comes your second question. Richard and Anwen, you get to answer it first, but Amir and Sylvester, you've got to win this one to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question is all about sports terms named after people. Gethin.
We're going to show you 5 sporting terms named after people. We'll also give you the initials of the sport in which each of these terms arose. We are after the names of these sports.
Thank you very much indeed. So can you identify these sports from these terms? And we have Cruyff Turn, F. Tsukahara Vault, G. Mancad, C. Airgate, L. And Double Axel, FS. Richard and Anwen will go first.
We'll go for double axel is figure skating.
Figure skating. OK, now, Amir and Sylvester, can you talk us through that board?
So, Cruyff Turn, football, Johan Cruyff. Vault, I think, is gymnastics. Mancad is cricket. Airgate, maybe lacrosse, but we're not sure. So, I think we're going to go with Mancad and cricket.
Mancad, cricket, say Amir and Sylvester. So we have figure skating and cricket. Richard and Anwen went for figure skating for double axel. Shall we see how many of our 100 said that? It absolutely is figure skating. That goes down to 23. Meanwhile, Amir and Sylvester have gone for Mancad and are saying cricket. Let's see how many of our 100 said cricket. Cricket is right. 23 was figure skating, and cricket beats that. Down it goes to 13. Very well done indeed, Amir and Sylvester. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yeah, Amir, you had a big choice there, but you made the right decision. You talk it through beautifully. Cruyff Turn, football, named after Dutch football legend Johan Cruyff, as you said. That would have got 36. Tsukahara Vault. You were right with gymnastics, named after Japanese gymnast Mitsuo Tsukahara. That would have scored 31 points. And Airgate. You said lacrosse. It was the only pointless answer on the board. The acrobatic scoring move is a signature of lacrosse player Gary Gate.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. Right, well, here comes your third question. Whoever wins this decider goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to everybody. Our third question is all about classical marches. Gethin.
I think you'll be quite good at this one,
I think you will too.
Oh, we'll see. Let's see how the guys get on. We're going to show you the titles of 5 marches by composers. but we're only going to give you alternate letters of one of the words in each title. To help, we'll also give you the names of the composers. We need you to fill in the missing letters and tell us the titles of these marches.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 marches. Here they are. We have WDIG March, Felix Mendelssohn. The Stars and Stripes FRVR, John Philip Sousa. Funeral March of a MROET, Charles Gounod. Colonel BGY, Kenneth Alford. And March Past of the Kitchen UESL, Rafe Vaughan Williams. There we are. Now then, Amir and Sylvester will go first.
What do you think's going to be good?
Utensils.
The kitchen's quite obvious. What was Stars and Stripes?
Forever. You choose.
Let's go with the Stars and Stripes Forever.
Stars and Stripes Forever, say Amir and Sylvester. Now, Richard and Anwen. Do you want to talk us through the board? You can.
I think the top one is the Wedding March, Funeral March of a Marionette, Colonel Bogey, and then Kitchen Utensils. So we'll go with Funeral March of a Marionette.
Funeral March of a Marionette. So we have Stars and Stripes Forever and Funeral March of a Marionette. In the order they were given, let's go Stars and Stripes Forever. That's what Amir and Sylvester said. Forever is right. That goes down to 45. Meanwhile, Richard and Anwen have gone for Funeral March for Marionette. Let's see how many of our 100 said Marionette. It is absolutely Marionette. And it wins you the point. And that goes down to 3. And that means, very well done indeed, Richard and Anwen. After 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
And you chose the right answer as well. It's the best answer on that board, but actually you could have gone for any of the others and still would have got through. Wedding March at the top there would have scored you 22, and you're right, it was Colonel Bogey, that would have scored 30, and the March Past of the Kitchen Utensils, great name, that would have scored 70.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin. That brings us to the end of our head-to-head round. It means we have to say goodbye to Amir and Sylvester. This is your second head-to-head, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next time, it's all about the third show. Amir and Sylvester, we'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much for playing. For Richard and Anwen, though, it is now time for the pointless final. Huge congratulations, Richard and Anwen. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. Yay! You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,000. I mean, I'm sorry it's not any bigger.
Very nice anyway, Xander.
The trophy's all we came for.
Listen, well, there we are. You've got the trophy. It would be lovely to send you home with the jackpot as well. Anything you'd particularly love to see come up?
Rare breeds of chicken.
Oh, that'd be good. We've had it before.
I know.
Geography?
We have to wait and see.
Shall we find out? Go on, let's find out then.
Let's find out.
4 things, as ever, about to appear. And they are dragons on screen, ancient Egypt, peace and quiet, comedy, horror, musical theatre. What do we think?
Ooh,
Dragons on the screen. Peace and quiet.
could be anything. What do you
Comedy,
think?
horror. Let's go for dragons.
We're going to go with dragons on screen. please.
OK, dragons on screen it is.
Not rare breeds of dragons, maybe, we'll find out. So we are looking for the name of anyone credited with an acting role in 2 or more episodes of the first 2 series of House of the Dragon, or the name of anybody credited with a voice acting role in the 2010 animated film How to Train Your Dragon, or either of its sequels, How to Train Your Dragon 2 and How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden World, released in 2014 and 2019 respectively. Both of these according to IMDb as of September 2024. Good luck, guys.
Thank you very much, Gethin. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. If you can find 3 pointless answers, we will throw in an added £500 bonus. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
House of the Dragon. I can't think of any.
No.
House of the Dragon, can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm thinking how.
Jack Black. One of the voices in Train Your Dragon.
Yes, Jake Gyllenhaal as well.
That's a good one.
That's 2. Just pick another name.
Gwyneth Paltrow for one of the female voices.
She might have. You never know. She might have done it.
Yeah.
So, Jake Gyllenhaal, Jack Black, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Maybe.
OK. Yes.
Can't think of anybody else.
I can't think of anybody else. Any thoughts?
None.
No. We've got 3, Xander.
OK, we'll stop the clock. You have 3 answers. Let's have them.
Right. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Unlikely, but we're going to go with her. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
And Jack Black.
And Jack Black. Yeah. And just for the record, which category?
For How to Train Your Dragon.
All three.
All 3.
For How to Train Your Dragon. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Jack Black.
OK, Jack Black goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow. And then Jake Gyllenhaal goes in the middle.
Yeah.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order. And here they are. We have Gwyneth Paltrow, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Jack Black. Well, if one of these turns out to be pointless and wins you that jackpot, what would you like to do with £1,000, Richard?
Probably a bit of travel.
Travel. Good.
I think Japan is somewhere we'd like to visit.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope one of these answers wins it for you. Gwyneth Paltrow is your first answer. In this case, in fact, all 3 cases, we're looking for voice actors from How to Train Your Dragon and its sequels. How many of our 100 people said Gwyneth Paltrow? Not Gwyneth Paltrow. OK, let's turn to your next answer. Jake Gyllenhaal. Is Jake Gyllenhaal right? Might Jake Gyllenhaal be pointless for £1,000? No! Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Jack Black. Now, you were confident in Jack Black.
Yes, I'm sure. Yes.
OK, well, let's find out. We better hope Jack Black is a pointless answer. It's your last shot at £1,000. Let's see. Jack Black. Oh, no! I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that rare breeds of chicken didn't come up.
Yes.
I'm afraid, yes, you're not going to be taking home the pointless jackpot today. However, you are the winners of today's pointless trophies, so very, very well done indeed for that. Richard and Anne, superb.
We'll get to How to Train Your Dragon, but if we started with a cast of House of the Dragon, here are some of the pointless answers. Millie Alcock, Paddy Considine, Trace Evans, or Sonoya Mizuno. In fact, everyone was pointless, apart from the following, who all scored points: Matt Smith, Olivia Cook, Emily Carey, Emma Darcy, Eve Best, and Ewan Mitchell. And then moving on to the voice cast of the How to Train Your Dragon films, you could have had the likes of Kate Blanchett, David Tennant, Kit Harington, Kristen Wiig. There were loads of pointless answers in this round, so I'm sorry you didn't get one.
Thank you very much indeed, Gethin, and thank you, Richard and Anwen. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £2,000. Join us then, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Gethin.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.